There's something that few people, or maybe no one, have talked about it on the internet, and this is about self-improvement. I really wish that someone told me that when I began my journey or during the hard times of my journey. And I really should post that because this can really save you a lot of time and a lot of moments as well. It's probably the most common mistake that men on self improvement do. That mistake is your mentality of competition. And the thing is, when you begin starting self improvement, you basically get a lot of motivation because you got out of the generation and all, but it's still so fucked up. You think you're making progress, and believe me or not, even if you're still making progress, you've probably missed a lot. You could have saved a lot of time if you fixed your mentality of competition. Now, you might ask, what does that even mean? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What that means is, I'll tell you by a little story of mine, and you might, get the idea of what I mean. At the first couple of months of my self improvement journey, I finally started actually, seeing progress in life, seeing being happy, willing to make more progress, willing to work. I was just thinking that I'm top 1%. That's just because I compete myself with some down bad classmates who doesn't sleep well, who jerks off 5 times a day, all of that stuff, and I still compete myself with that type of guy. But the truth is, I was only getting out of the 80%. Like, I wasn't even in the top 1%. I was just getting out of the 80% of the population. And the thing that's even worse is me competing with that type of down bad person pulls me back to that population again. So my mentality couldn't just help me and get me even, beyond. After that, and after a couple of months of that, I finally found out that I should actually fix that. That simple mentality, it might be simple, but it has a lot of effects on your journey of self improvement. And the moment I changed my mentality, everything's changed. Like, even my vision to the world has changed somewhat. I started even making more progress at everything, physically, mentally, my business and YouTube. I barely used to get views, but now I'm actually getting decent amount of views just because I changed that mentality. And you should change that too. Start forgetting about those down bad classmates, those average weak men, and actually started thinking about the people who are beyond my level, and started thinking what made them beyond me so I can learn from them to be beyond them as well. Trust me, if you start thinking like that, if you start thinking beyond your limits, you will be a very powerful man and you will start making double the progress that you used to make. The conclusion is you have to forget that you're competing with the 80% of the population. You have to forget them. They don't exist anymore. They're just objects that's around you that you might use them for a couple of stuff. You should actually think about competing with the people who are beyond you. What made that millionaire rich? What gave that person jacked body. You should actually start to have that mentality so you can actually be like them or even better. Like I said, compete with the millionaire and see what made him a millionaire instead of like competing with some average dad who works a 9 to 5 and suffers with his taxes, and start competing with that bodybuilder sacrificed years of his life to get that jacked body instead of competing with some skinny fat guy who just started going to the gym or didn't even touch a dumbbell in his entire life. That's how you should think. You should get out of the comfort zone. Start thinking beyond your level. That's how men should think. And trust me, once you understand that, your progress will just double automatically. I hope that this video helped you, and I'll see you soon.